All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is the brother Hamayan from the Richmond camp here in Virginia. Wanted to present another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to acknowledge my power and give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect to the Akim who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to say Shalom. Also want to acknowledge my brothers here in the Richmond camp, my elder Karab, elder Metathiah, the brother Ara, for continuing to push this truth. Just wanted to present a lesson today titled, Thou Shalt Not Steal. And I just had a few scriptures that would support this lesson here. I want to first go into the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, 11 through 13. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19. Verse 11 in the KJV says, He shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Verse 12 in the NLT of Leviticus 19 says, And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Lord thy power, or rather, of thy power. I am the Lord. It's like it. Verse 13 says, in the KJV, Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that he is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verses 11 in the NLT. It says, Do not steal, do not deceive or cheat one another. Verse 12 says, in the NLT, Do not bring shame on the name of your power, Yahweh, by using it to swear falsely. I am the Lord. Verse 13 of the NLT says, Leviticus 19, Do not defraud or rob your neighbor. Do not make your hired workers wait until the next day to receive their pay. And so when you have workers who are working underneath you that are hired through you, you are to pay them that same day and not to have them wait so they can take care of their needs. Also, you're not to take the Lord's name in vain. You're not supposed to blaspheme His name and swear upon His name. Whether it's you by yourself or you amongst other folks, which causes an unrighteous act that you're doing before Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. It says also not to defraud thy neighbor, not to rob thy neighbor. You are to have your own wages. You are to be employed yourself, and not to be partaking in that type of unrighteous act. Want to also look at the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 28. It's the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 28 in the KJV. It says, Let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands, the thing which is good, that he may have to give to them that needeth. It's the book of Ephesians chapter 4 in the NLT. It says, if you are a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good, hard work, and then give generously to others in need. Exactly right. You want to have employment. You want to work. You want to get your hands dirty, so to speak, and do it through means that are legit, that are honest, according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You don't want to continue to be a thief or stealer, and because you put your livelihood and yourself in jeopardy, and also, by you having employment, you're able to give to the needy, to give to the poor, because they still have a life to live themselves. They still are looking to survive and get by, and so your contributions to them is being acknowledged through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I want to also go into the book of John chapter 10 and verse 10. This is the book of John chapter 10 and verse 10 in the KJV, Lord Yahushua speaking in the red letter. It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and destroy, I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. It's the book of 1 John chapter 10, verse 10 in the NLT. It says, the thief's purpose is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. And so we know that devil that currently rules the earth at this moment, Esau Edom, is that person who still kills and destroys. He has been doing it since he's existed. For example, here recently, he's gone to Venezuela. He's taken their oil. He has apprehended their leader. He has also gone to Nigeria and Africa. He has stole their uranium to build or to make more nuclear weapons. His whole part of existence is to steal, kill, and destroy. Even children, they are expendable as well. I want to also go into the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10 in the KJV. It says, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Verse 10 of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 in the NLT says, or are thieves, or greedy people, or drunkards, or abusive, or cheat people, none of these will inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. And so for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who have these behaviors or who are participating with these type of behaviors, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is telling you won't inherit his kingdom. You won't inherit his kingdom being a drunkard or being someone who lies, or being a thief who's consistently, doing those acts. So he's just stating that here in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10, what lies ahead and what consequences await you if you continue to do those things. I want to also get a definition for the word to steal, or the meaning. It says to take someone else's property, ideals, or attention without permission, often secretly or by force. So again, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, this is what he does. This is his MO, is to take by force, to take ideals from inventors, famous inventors, like for example, Lewis Lattimore, famous black inventor who developed the carbon filament of light bulbs, and of course Esau Edom patents that and takes that, and he names his own people and holds them to the ones who actually had that invention coming from him, but not the so-called Negro. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, Shalom.